gone through this homework? Yes. Gone through the homework? All the points? By everyone? Yes or no?
Yeah, sir.
Before I jump onto directly onto the services, I would like to clarify certain points on batch processing and real-time processing. Uh, Before I speak, I'll start from you, then followed with it, I'll speak. Yeah, Deepika.
Yeah, batch process is a historical data,
Okay.
and we save more data in batch process.
So
And
you can just
real,
say it's historical data.
yeah,
And what you said?
real data is a live data. Real time data processing is a live data, and in this we save small data.
The size of the data is little small compared to your historical data.
In batch process we save more data. We loaded large data. Yeah. In real time, it's my small size. Yeah, less amount.
Hmm.
Mm, example for batch process, like mm,
Yeah, anything is fine. Please go
receipt
on.
payrolls.
Okay.
Yeah,
And real time data?
real time data.
An immediate response.
Go on.
We get removed.
Yeah, tell me, Shushmita.
At live data is where we get an immediate response.
Mm-hmm.
How to
Uh,
say
and,
example.
Real time will get an immediate response. What about batch processing then? What about this thing?
Batch
Do you get a
process,
response?
the data is collected over a period of time, like from large period of time, and it is processed.
Anything else?
So the batch processing, it is little simple when compared to the real-time processing, which is more complex, the data handling.
When you say simple and complex, in what context?
Like, like if the one of the response is missed in real-time processing, also it will affect the next level of processing.
Mhm. So you mean to say it's a sequential one,
Yeah, like it is bit complex and sequential one.
and batch is just a simple one.
Yeah, that
There
is
is no.
like when if some data is missed, okay, like we can, it doesn't affect the other data much. So it is not interconnected. Simple and in real time it is complex.
Anything else? Kirti?
uh,
Yeah, Saket.
Like normal server specifications and high hardware requirements.
Okay, makes sense. Anything else? Kirti? Want to add
Like
anything about all this?
real time data, I think information, whatever data is always up to date.
Okay, it's real time is up to date and historical.
And historical,
It's not up to date.
I think it's up. We need to process manually, I think so.
This point can cover what you are saying it. But usually said right, the data analysis over a period of time. So get close to the same point. What he's saying it. Anything else apart from this, Karthik? This is all covered regards to your batch data So considering your batch, you have some services. Considering real time, we have some services in our requirements. So we will deal with the services accordingly.
And the
That's
real
population.
processing, it is faster when compared to the batch processing.
So can I just say response is immediate.
Okay, okay.
Task completion is
Task completion
in,
is
in real
for
time, wherein for batch it is not as critical as how it is for real time.
can add that the critical, but if you say in the response wise, yes, criticality is you will have a time.
I mean, latency issue as well. I mean, less latency issue in real time, wherein for batch will have a latency issue as it is
Mm,
historical data.
latency in terms of data.
In terms of processing the data,
Mm, latency is okay, but processing wise, okay, you mean to say response and all.
yes, I mean response, yeah.
Go to the same point, third one only. It consider in a latency way what response you get. It is little more immediate compared to your batch data. Anyhow, I think these points are quite decent to understand about your batch and real. So by forgetting your batch services and real-time services, when I say combined of this, I do have some services for this.
For batch, Azure Data Bricks and Azure Synapse.
Want to know the
Sorry.
services? I'll put it. Azure Databricks, Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse. This is all for batch. This is, and then for real,
For
Azure
real
Stream
suite.
Analytics.
go on.
Azure
Azure
Stream Analytics.
Stream Analytics. For combination,
Azure
Cosmos.
DB.
we have Azure Cosmos Stream.
Apache Spark.
Apache Spark is also stream processing. I can add it here. So the greatest service in the market, if you ask me, Apache Spark. It's just like a hotcake in the market right now. Anyhow, this is what I can understand here. Moving to these points, before I start with the stream analytics, what is this? What you got this for this? If I have asked you, can you just say directly all answers are below only Suresh? Differ from here. Can you say this? Or do you have any importance of real time processing? You have it.
It helps companies to retrieve data first and make decision based on the data which is retrieved
It will help projects or companies.
in the decision making.
What is this one? What am I underline? Okay. Hmm. You mean to say decision first
No, first retrieve data and based on that they can make the decision.
in real time?
Yeah,
And
decision making.
hmm,
It even helps in finding out the trends, the businesses like, is it a for like big bonanza sale or Black Friday sale or anything as such. So your real time will help us in finding out the trends.
can I just say data analysis becomes easy by some trends based on the usage. You quickly respond. What I mean to say, whatever you example you're given, right? You can quickly respond. Varshika, anything you have?
No, Suresh.
All the points are covered here.
The delay in
Nishu,
data processing is minimal.
sorry, come again.
The delay in data processing is minimal.
Okay, uh, we can just see. This is you would have bought this in a comparison. Delay is less.
Yeah.
So in short, the response is immediate. Okay. Any other importance like what these 2 points looks quite sober. I mean, the second point is also gives a better understanding, and first point also better understanding. See, it revolves around the same clock only. If I say not more points, you have it here, but just to make you aware. Any other points? Yeah,
It only gets data on demand.
data on demand. You can say that. In any real time, you mean to say?
Yeah.
You can say that. You can say the data on demand. It's okay. So I'll come on to your storage part. Remember in Azure, every service, whichever you create, right? Whichever we differentiated very nicely about the services. And now, whatever we're going to talk, we'll talk these only for this cycle. So, what I want you people to know, I think only in the context of compute plus
Like,
storage. Compute is all like the services which takes care of the memory and your processing unit. Why will you approach cloud? First of all, you approach cloud only despite of having challenges in the market like scalability and all, right? So now I am talking about the data storage part. I do have some of the challenges for the storage on my on premises. When I say on premises, I do have some issues for the scalability. All of a sudden, I can't make a changes for my storage. You're running some services. All of a sudden, it reaches to the end, and you would want to extend the storage. So immediately, nothing can be done, right? You'll connect with your Windows team. You'll ask them like you'll raise a ticket. You'll ask them like, boss, I need to add a space. He will consider your request. He'll add the space. A lot of stuff it is required. But when it is cloud, everything is into your hands. Everything is in your hands. So Azure has come up with multiple options here. For us, you are more concerned about storage accounts. Azure have different approaches. If I am just going to manage disk, I have it. Unmanaged disk, I have it. Anyone having a portal ready now? Anyone is having a portal? Vishali or anyone else? Portal is ready?
Suresh.
yes.
Is there? Can anyone share your screen once? I'll stop mine. I'll just take you to one of the option. Someone can share your
Yeah.
screen. Please share. On the left hand side, there are three lines. Microsoft Azure. Left, left, left. Three lines, the horizontal lines.
Okay.
Yeah, click on that. Yeah. If you are exploring this portal, what I mean to say, come little down, Vishali. Scroll it little down. There only. Come down. We have a taskbar. Come down, down. Can you see something called as storage over there? Storage.
1 minute, Suresh.
Not here. On the three lines button, whichever you're looking at, right? Pick one check, one check. Go to
Storage.
the all. Yeah, that's really fine. That will come to later. Can you see all services? Yeah, click on that. Yeah, here on the last, you see something called as storage. On the left hand side, only categories.
Okay.
Categories. Scroll it up. Scroll little down. Yeah, you go on like that. Yeah, come down. Even more. Yeah,
Yes.
click on that storage. If you see storage part, storage is just a ocean in your Azure, and we are more concerned about only one part, that's the storage account. If you see first one, hybrid edge storage, object file block storage, storage migration, additional storage, we're not related to all those services. Maybe infra people will take care of it. Maybe some networking team will have it. If they have anything related to SAN or NetApp files, they'll take care of it. But what is our requirement for a data engineers? If I can just say, storage accounts. If you just go to disk, just click on the disk part in the second tab. Object file and block storage. Disk is there, right? No, disk pool, disk. Next, this is disk pool. Uh, just go back. Go to all services again. Below you have all services, right? Yeah, click on that. Wait. You see something called as disk also.
Here.
Click on that. These all whatever you're able to see these services, right? These services would be more inclined to your virtual machines. From your virtual box, I mean to say. When I say virtual machine, it's your virtual box. It's not related to, we don't we just don't keep on creating a virtual box or creating a disk. No, we are not related to that part. Our object is completely using your services. S- More we work on the processing side. More we work on the data processing side. As I said yesterday, you will be getting a raw data to you. Yesterday I mentioned, right? I will be giving a raw data to you. With that raw data, you will be going with some analysis. Whatever today you bought it, the real-time processing or the batch processing, that's only the way which I do as a part of work. Now just go to all services again. You see something called a storage account inside that. Storage account below. Click on that. This is where you have your storage accounts. Looks like you already created it, which I'm just telling you, like to now go back to your home. The home on this from portal, you even can see storage account, something called as on the second tab, third tab, the one storage account. Yeah, click on that. This is the same one which which I was checking from the all resources. All resources inside the inside your
Services.
services, you have the storage accounts, right? You have a disk, you have disk pools, multiple things you have it, but you are only concerned with your storage accounts.
Storage accounts.
So Azure storage accounts comes with two types. Whenever you create a storage account, you will create a storage account as a blob storage account, and you will create a storage account as a data lake storage account. Just click on the create part first. Yeah, it's a managed service. It's under your control. You create a service. I'll also add one more point. When you're working as a data engineer, right? Someone has already created a storage accounts for you. Remember that. Someone has already created storage accounts for you. Someone has already created a containers for you. They will give a raw data to you to analyze it. Remember, your data lake or a blob is going to be the initial place for your storage, like a stand landing. I give a data to you, but where you will store it? You will need to have some place, right, From there, you start digging the analysis of the data. So your data lake or a blob, the difference if you see, whichever storage account that you'll create it, that storage account should be comes under either blob or either data lake. I'll tell you the differences before I speak. Uh, have you got any differences between blob storage account versus data lake storage account?
So one deals with unstructured data and the other deals with structured and unstructured both.
You mean to say blob?
Yeah, Blob deals with unstructured data.
No, even data lake can also take unstructured data, right?
Yeah, but I think Blob cannot deal with the structured data. Or maybe data lake would be more appropriate to deal with structured and unstructured both.
Is it? I mean, how did you able to pick it up that point? You searched it on the Google or like how?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Anyone else wanted to correct the point what Jay is saying?
So blob storage is basically for archiving or storing the like for backups
Hmm.
and
And so go on. I'll tell you.
yeah, and N2 storage we can use for like enabling the hierarchical namespaces. We can use it for landing,
Mhm.
yeah, and staging, I guess.
Blob, Jay, just to make you aware, both can support all type of data formats. Supporting would not be challenging, even if you are creating a blob storage account now. That if you are uploading anything inside the container, it takes any type of the data, it takes it. But what purpose you're going to use it? I'll
So
put it this.
depending upon the like complexity of the criticality of the program, we can select which one to use.
You can mention in that context. If I wanted, I'll put it this way. If I want to do a data processing, if I want to do a data processing, I have some services, right? Whichever the services, I'm not naming the services. When you keep your data inside your storage account, the compatibility of your services in the storage account could go better with data lake. Okay, and data lake is more optimized approach for processing. What Varshika said this point is like, I'm not saying the data format does not support unstructured, semi-structured or structured. It will support both. Try if you want to submit in your container. I mean to say, I'll just show you that. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's as simple as man in this way. Uh, I have some data formats. Okay, I have some data formats, and uh, which eventually takes uh, better with some of the services. But question comes here, where you are storing the data formats. You say that if it is a semi-structured, structured, or unstructured, it doesn't matter for me. My thing is like I'm more compatible with some of the services. That's data lake. An entire your journey. Blob is for archival, no doubt in that. Blob is for archival. I mean to say, any historical data you wanted to keep it, Blob could behave in a better way, and none of the organization will use Blob for data processing. Remember why? Because the compatibility between your data lake to your set of services are uh, in an optimized way. I can add it. Archival, when I say archival, you understand what is the meaning of archival? Any old data you have it, any purge data you have it. That type of data you wanted to store it, Blob can be the place for you. So, in simple terms, what I mean to say, like whether you create a storage account, whether you create a storage account under Blob, whether you create a storage account uh, under your data lake, one part is you have to think on a data processing. Am I really good with this data processing? I'm a blob guy or I'm a data lake guy. Keep it tell your brain that data lake could go better optimized approach with these services. We keep creating only data lake storage account. Remember that. We keep creating data lake storage account only. Clear? Jay, make sense?
Yes, sir.
इससे सर नहीं बोलना है यार.
Sorry. Yes, Suresh.
Okay, fine. What I mean to say, everyone is created the storage account.
Yes, Suresh.
Yes.
Yes, Suresh.
All.
Yeah.
Which type of storage account you created? Blob or data lake?
Data lake.
Okay.
Sir, how to
What
know
do-
that? Suresh, how to know that? Like, is it
Okay.
a blob or storage account?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. No problem. These details. Let me just. Vishal, just scroll a little. Just little above. I mean, above the resource group, we have something called as right. But that's enough. Whenever you create any storage account, you are required to know about your resource group. If I ask you about what is a resource group is a container. I would say it will be located on the top. It will be located on the top. From that, you start delivering. You start delaying your services. If anything, you want to capture it. Some of the information resource group plays a first entity. Inside that, you start creating a services. Tomorrow, if I start creating a signups or stream analytics, I definitely need some of this resource group where I'm creating it. So it's like a group where it contains all your services into it. So resource group is required for each services, irrespective on a storage or irrespective on your. I would
Service.
rather say, yeah, any service. So come little down. A subscription is by default one. Now for Vishali, she is using a subscription. Is it a paid subscription, Vishali?
No, free is free one.
It's a free, right? Okay, cool. Don't I mean to all like don't go for a paid subscription. Try to attempt as many as uh, login IDs. Pick up from your friends. Pick up from your family. Try using free accounts till things get sorted for you. Don't go with a pay as you go. So that's my suggestion. Still, if situation is not demanding to us, and we really wanted to know in that context, we don't have any other option. Storage account, you have it. Just give the name as a blob storage account. Space. Remove the space and give some name. Say like uh, blob str something, some shortcut you give it. ACC. ACC and give the today's date 22 level. Bas, that's it. That's fine. This is your storage account. I'm just trying to make you aware about your blob storage account. The only question what Jay said, like how would I categorize whether it's a blob or it's a data lake? I'll tell you one difference only here. Come little down. Reason. Yesterday I was telling you about data centers. You remember? I said about Canada will have a data center. See, it's as simple as you're setting up a business. You're setting up a business, and you are want to create a some of the data center which is very close to you, right? Just drop down that region one once. Just drop down that region part. Arrow. Yeah. No, above, not this one. These are all the data center which are very close to you, and then you'll decide it. It's a part of your business. When my application, when my business, if I'm locating in Mumbai, I will pick up the data center which is very close to me. If you it's And also one more thing I wanted to tell you, this I usually give this example. When a person is planning to start up a business, okay, he will think about what are the factors when I'm opening up a business. Say like I'm opening a food restaurant. I definitely have a marketing strategist, right? Whether people are going to come here or not, whether the place is crowded or not, whether it's a public garden or not, whether it is we do have any people traveling from this place or not. You look for these many factors before you start up any business, right? So same thing. Remember, if a data center, if any data center, understand this way. If Azure is planning for to set up a data center nearby you, there should be someone who should there should be someone there who should buy, right? You cannot just open a shop and sit and wait for the customers. So my point here is to tell you, if he is planning to open a service in these data centers in these regions, say like I don't have a region nearby, uh, assume that I have only 3 data centers in India. I don't have a fourth data center which is very close to me. So what could be the reason if I pick up a data center which is very far from me, sitting in Mumbai, sitting in India? Can I pick up a data center which is in Canada?
You said like in cost wise and latency wise, it will become a problem.
Latency, cost wise, definitely is going to be the problem for us. The main point is latency.
Latency issue.
That would be the point for us. So, and also remember, Microsoft, whenever he's thinking of starting his business, he look for a demand. He can just not open a data center and sit idle. Am I making sense to you, people?
Yeah.
So, whenever he is having these many reasons, how many reasons we have it for Azure? Get this question, get this answer tomorrow. Don't answer me now. It's okay. People who does know it, let them understand it. How many data centers will Azure have? Data centers, I mean to say this Middle East, Central US, East. Likewise, how many data centers we have it? They keeps increasing. Tomorrow I get a demand, I'll definitely open a branch, right? That way they're doing it. And also one more thing I wanted to tell you. In each data center, your services will offer different. Why? Am I making sense to you, people? In each data center, service offering will differ.
So
These
it
are of
depends upon
yeah,
the demand in that
correct,
region.
correct. Because you just open a shop and people are not buying the groceries, they don't need it, right?
Yeah.
You keep only some of the selected vegetables, only those people will eat it. You'll keep them only. So that's how the situation for Microsoft also. So see to it like concentrate on those points. Coming on to redundancy, drop down the redundancy part. I'll come out of performance. Drop down the yeah. You have LRS, GRS, ZRS, Geo, ZRS. I'll just give one simple example for each to make you aware. Did you got gone through this? Did you gone through this? Yes or no?
Yeah.
If it is an LRS, it's a local redundancy. You know about redundancy, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday you only answered me what is redundancy. It's just a copy.
Copy.
So when I say local redundancy, Microsoft will assure you with some of the protection of your data to replicate in three copies in the same data center. In the same data center, that means, don't you think so? Keeping a 3 copies in the same data center in the same building, don't you think so? It's risky. What if my building gets collapsed? It's risky or not?
Yeah.
So he will give you the copy of your data into 3 between server racks. I'm not sure whether you know about server racks or not, but I'm just trying to make you aware that LRS is for a basic protection. You can search in the Google and server racks. How does it look like? It's just like boxes, different racks. They'll keep a data, kind of a storage. So just to make you aware, uh, your LRS is for a not for a critical scenarios for your business. It is non-critical scenarios. Keeping the 3 copies of data in the same building, it's risky for you.
Yeah. Like we
Tomorrow,
say the example, like we have a file in our system and we store it in the downloads and desktop and 3 different places and the laptop gets stolen. So everything will,
then you're done.
yeah.
That's a very similar example. When it comes to complete data center, it is regards to your infra. The same thing goes to what example you've given. And GRS is some of between difference of your first region to your second region, you will keep some distance.
Yeah, it is like when we share it with our friends, so there will be one secondary backup. So if our system data is lost, so we can get it from our friend.
Your friend should stay 20 to 30 kilometers away from you.
Yeah.
That is how your second part. A third is your zone. It's between cities. So these all options he is giving you based on your usability. It's as simple as like which option you'll pick it up, he'll charge you accordingly. Just to make you aware, your LRS, GRS, ZRS is again a zone related. It's a data center level failures. So even if you, I'll also add this point, not all the regions will have these four services. Am I making sense to you? Not all the regions. Just go to some other region, shall we? Say like region. Go to the region. Remove this. Go to some Qatar, something. You can now pick it up. Your these three options. How many options you are able to see?
Only two.
Only two. So if I don't have a demand, why will I keep these many options? First of all, and you're going especially to Israel. Now I don't have to tell anything about Israel now. So he feels that there is no business into this location. Why will I keep so many options? So these options of the redundancy will differ in your region based. So that's why we always pick up a best locations, best place where we are staying. Why we go to some better locations where demand of each context would be more. So usability, processing, everything could go in a better way. So this is about redundancy. Four options you have it if you go to any region. Coming on to performance standard is a by default one. Standard is by default one. That is for your most of the critical business scenarios. You don't go for a premium. Premium is for low latency. By default, we'll keep it for a standard only. I would like to show you the difference, the main one which I wanted to speak here. Whenever you create a storage account, you're creating a blob storage account. Go to advanced ones. Go to advanced. Second option. Yeah. Scroll a little down. You have a hierarchical differences, right? Just a little down. When you create a data lake storage account, you have to check this. That will become a data lake storage account. When I'm unchecking this, that will become a blob storage account. That's a difference, Jay, to answer your question. I'll tell you the difference also. When you say hierarchical namespace is nothing but it is going in a in a very understandable way. I'll put it. What is hierarchy? If you are maintaining a hierarchy, don't you think so? It's for me. It's easy to access the data if you are providing like parent, child, friends of friends. I'm going in a sequence. So data lake goes with the approach of hierarchy, whereas blob, that's what we call it as blob is used for your archival part. Blob is used for keeping your historical data. It doesn't have to follow any structure when you're dumping anything inside your blob. Dump it, keep it. No format of you have to rely on some of the uh, structures like when you are storing it. So that doesn't go well with your blog. It has to go with your data lake because data lake integrity with the services um, is more effective. That's the reason we always try to keep a storage account for a data lake only most of the time. So everyone created a storage accounts, blob and data lake. If you created, you would be creating two types of storage account. One, if I am creating by unchecking this, Just uncheck this. Just uncheck this. Now, when I'm creating this, unchecking this will become a completely blob storage account.
Blob storage.
When I'll check this and create it, and no, I have no need to create. I'll give one notepad to you. So let me give this. If you created this storage account, will not be any problem. I'm just sharing one notepad to you, which consists of steps how you create a data lake storage account, how you created a blob. The only difference I've shown you, you can pick it up this link and download your file. Coming down, little down, just scroll little down, Vishali.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something called as access tiers, hot and cool. When you use the data frequently, that can be kept under hot. It's as simple as like uh, frequently access data for your daily scenarios can be kept under hot tier. So that's by default. Whenever you're picking up, all your blob can go to cool tiers. It's again a chargeable one. Remember, it's again a chargeable one. You will pick up which tire, and these things I'm repeating again. Why you have to know these things? Because when you know about the services, you try dumping about these things. I mean, whatever the important things, I'm just adding it for your real-time stream analytics. Anyhow, when you do a cycle one again with you people, you will understand these things in detail, and I would touch the content which are really required. And go to networking, data protection, encryption. No need to touch any of the options. Everything could by default. You can just create a blob storage account. You already created a data lake storage account.
Yeah, data lake we created.
Just review and create it. Jay, makes sense? Understood? What is the difference?
Yes, sir.
So do we have to select anything here?
No, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. We'll talk these things in detail when it is really required. That's the reason I'm not touching it. Review and create it.
Okay.
We have one guy, Jay, name called as Amit in the next batch. He also keeps saying sir only. So he later forgot. These people know it very well. Karthik knows very well that guy, and Sakit knows very well that guy. He's into the other batch, so he's also having it happening. Not a problem.
He got a penalty too.
Hey man, he got a penalty. I would like to understand from you people to Sakit and Karthik. Whenever I say something, don't take it personally to both of you. I just wanted to make sure that if you are taking it so personally when I crack jokes on you, don't take it personally. Karthik, you able to hear me? Take it very there, man.
Yes, Suresh.
I'm come on video first. Sakit, come on video. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like whenever I say something, don't take it personally. I just say in a casual way. It is
No,
easy.
Suresh, we never do that.
So don't take it. What happened in the last day? Amit took little seriously. So you people know it very well about Amit. So just wanted to let you know. Don't take it. I just crack because you people really get bored when I keep speaking for 1 hour continuously about the topic. So people understand it. People understand it, and what really comes to you when you are into the industry, you should be knowing better than anyone else. So don't have to tell these things. You know you are enough matured. I just wanted to let you know because you don't take it very personally. I just pull your legs. That's it.
No, no, Suresh. Nothing like that.
Yeah, fine. Because yesterday he was gone into the situation of cricket match and all. So you know about right. So he's like, I say like, man, chill, man. This is all. India lost the match. We everyone know that. So that way he went. Anyhow, great. Go to this resource. Go to the resource. Click on that resource. Yeah. Can you just see something called as blob service? Ajay, just have a look here, man. This is blob
Yes,
service.
Suresh.
When you see hierarchical namespace is disabled, that's a blob service. When you see enabled, Vishal, you have another. When you have another service, right? Just go to home.
Yeah, Suresh, I just made the data lake storage account and it shows different.
Correct.
The
Will-
hierarchical namespace is enabled and it even shows
Correct.
data lake instead of blob storage there.
Correct. That's a difference you're able to see. The hierarchy, the data, everything could look similar. Everything could look similar. It does not make any difference. The only part I want you people to know about this two storage account container. You see something called as a container here. Just go to the container once. Create a container. Click on the container. Put a raw data. Click continue. Create. This is where you dump the data. Inside the raw data. Go to inside the raw data. Upload some file into it. Browse any file which you have it on your machine. Any file which you feel. Anything is okay. Any notepad, anything. Yeah, this is fine.
Can I upload that?
Upload it. This is your file which you dump into your storage locations.
So here
This
it will accept all the type
all
of.
all all, all types of files.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So where you will dump the data, where you'll start analyzing the data from the container, I mean to say. So why I asked you people to look at the storage account, though I may not be using it effectively in this further approaches, blob service, data lake service, and the container. Container is the placeholder for you when you dump any data inside that. Fine. So just go to home once. Inside a button, search as stream analytics. Stream jobs. Hmm. Remember, I'm starting with stream analytics. I'll just give you some introduction, then we'll stop. I'll take 5 minutes more. Uh, Whenever you create a stream analytics, I'll tell you about stream analytics and all those concepts. I'll speak tomorrow and when I'll start in the beginning. So I told you about inputs are nothing but event hubs, IoT hubs, or blob, right? So I want to understand from you in which scenario I should go for event hubs, in which scenario I should go for IoT hub, in which scenario I should go for a blob. Now I'm purely starting with real-time processing. I'm purely starting with real-time processing. So my question here again for us, event hubs is an input, IoT hub is an input, blob is an input. And when you talk about your stream analytics service, before you run any service, you need to create a job first. After creating a stream analytics job, you will have an input, you will have an output. Just stop the screen once. You can stop the sharing screen.
Yeah.
I'll share my screen. So when we will come tomorrow, what I want you people to, anyhow, we will start from stream analytics only. I want you guys to know, we know what is real-time processing, right? Now from the real-time processing, I'm picking a stream analytics one, or I can say job. Whenever you create a stream analytics job, it will ask you for an input. Those inputs are nothing but event hubs, IoT hub, and blob. So tomorrow when you'll come, which, in which scenario, search it. If you did not get the answer, don't worry. I'll again, anyhow, I'm going to speak it. And create stream analytics. We'll talk a lot on this tomorrow. Did you gone through this? Event hubs.
No, Suresh.
All right. Just understand it. No need to create anything. is to only create a stream analytics job in your Azure and come tomorrow. If you are able to search it in the Google. And I also want to know, we have a different inputs, right? We have a different inputs. Which input is used for what purpose? Just read it and come. I'll clarify those things tomorrow. And yeah, so out of whatever we have given homework and I discussed about this thing, and this stream analytics will start doing it tomorrow onwards. Actual service will start from tomorrow. So be careful. Clarify your concepts now only. If you are not clear with any of the basic things, ask me. Fine. Any questions from your side? So tomorrow you can do this for homework, and we will create a set of services, and we'll start doing some of the real-time processing tomorrow only. I'll make you to do with some activity with IoT hubs. With your Raspberry calculator, we have it. There is one online. We have some simulators. We use online simulators and we'll process some data. I'll do it in front of you only. You can just read these things and come. Right? I'll stop for now. If you have any questions, let me know. If you don't have any questions, you can allow me to stop. Shall I stop? Yeah, Deepika, tell me.
What we create
Sorry?
in Azure portal, what we create?
You want?
Stream,
I did not.
stream analytics.
I want you to create a stream analytics job.
Okay.
This part.
Okay.
Try. If you're stuck anywhere, if you want to know, then and there only you guys can ping me by looking at considering my work, and I can reply back to you. Anyway, we will speak tomorrow at the same time, but explore these options and come back tomorrow.
Thank you, Suresh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Suresh.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Suresh.
Thank you, Suresh.